PQ Polls and Survey Management System. It is an advanced polls and survey management solution to create, manage, customize, and publish online polls and surveys. It includes email notifications, alerts, and multi-page surveys. It can be used for various types and formats of polls and surveys in relation to employees, customers, or partners. The solution acts as a community development tool for any organization. The polls and survey management system is built and powered by BizAPP Studio. Polls and survey management takes care of creating template-based surveys, online approval process, conducting unlimited polls and surveys, single and multiple choice questions, enables importing of questions, multiple times participation, multi-language support. The results, access, and reports analytics tool takes care of complete polls and survey overview. It stores participation details, detailed graphical result presentation, role-based visibility condition configurations, reports and analysis dashboards. Also, analytical tools and professional reports helps the entire management of the system. Now we will take you through the solution polls and survey management. In the polls and survey system, now we are logged in as an admin user who has all the rights to create a survey, check a survey, have a look at the results. We will start with creating a new survey. Any user can create survey depending upon the rights and access. Here we are showing as an admin account. Now we select either from the template that is already existing or we select a blank template to create a survey. Once we select the blank template, we get the cover page to be created. We enter the name of the survey. We enter certain description related to the same. We can enter a survey publisher's name who would be allowed to publish the survey. We can have a category defined there. We can have a score defined, time limit defined. Also, we can check or uncheck various options. Now we have certain configuration details where we can enter the expected participants count. We can enter an end date. We can enter certain duration. We can also show that what each field wants by taking the mouse pointer over the question mark. This is the way how we can fill different fields. We can enter participants' end date. We can also enter a thank you message. We can also limit participant from taking up the survey more than once. We can also manage visibility, and we can also see if we want to make it available for induction. Now we save the cover page for the survey. Now we can go and get into the creation of pages of the survey. We have a tab called Add Page. Once we click on the same, we get a new page that we can add. We enter the name of the page. Then we enter the relevant description of the page. We can enter number of dynamic questions, dynamic question category. We can also give weightage to the question. We can enter a maximum score, order in which the question would appear, or the reference ID as well. We can also check if we want to randomize the questions. Now we save the page. Now we have an option to modify the page as well. Once we click Modify Page, now we see a tab called Configuration. What we can do here is we can set up conditions for the visibility configuration. For example, if there is a question for which if you answer positive and move next, you will get one page. In case you answer negative, you will be directed to another page. So this kind of visibility condition configuration can be set up here in this section. Now we save the changes that we have made. We can also import questions directly from this tab and also can add questions manually to this page if we want. Now we add question from here. We can enter the question. Then we can have a look and select different kind of categories like prompt comments for this question, mandatory comments. We can enable it for analysis. We can show comment as rich text. User is expected to answer this mandatorily. These are few options that are kept selected. We can also select the type. Is it a combo box, radio button, or a checkbox kind of question answer? Now we can also choose check or uncheck the multi-choice option. We move to possible answers. We can add answers either by adding grids or we can add answers individually. Now this is the tab that will show only the correct answers. We can add hints for different questions. We can either browse and add some document or image, or we can add some content as a hint. We can set up question layout from this layout tab. Once we save the changes, all the changes will be reflected in the page that has been created. Now we have made the changes to the page. We can see the questions and answers that have been added as below. We will now go to the overview of the survey and the page that has been created. Once we click the overview tab, we can see pages listed at the top and the relevant details of each page will be listed below. In the overview tab also, we can import the questions directly to each page or add questions individually as well. We can see the answer or edit the same as well. Now we go to the layout tab, which can help us design our survey. We go to welcome page. We can add content here and set it up. We can change the email content. We can add page header, page footer. We can make the completion of content here. We can also select a layout. Now we go to the preview tab to see the survey and the page that we have created. How does it look? Here we have the preview of the survey that we have created. We have chosen the checkboxes as the option and the question, and there are 3 possible answers. We can either save the draft from here or we can submit it directly. We can also cancel the same and go back and make changes. Once we have taken a look in the preview section, we go to the details tab back and we can submit the survey for publish directly from here. Once we have clicked on Submit for Publish in the Details tab, the survey has moved from drafted surveys to the pending published surveys. Here, when we see the Employee Job Satisfaction Survey, we click on Edit, and from here we can publish it finally. Now, after we have published the survey, the Employee Job Satisfaction Survey is showing in My Published Surveys. We click on Edit for the next steps, which will be the 2 tabs, Invite and Analysis. We go to Invite. We can choose the participants by clicking Pick Contacts. Or we can pick users directly as well. We can also pick resumes from there. Once we have selected and invited the participants, it will send an email to the participants directly. After the invitation, the survey will move to the ongoing surveys. and employees can see that in the list of the ongoing surveys in the organization. They can click directly on Take Up and take the survey. Once you click here to take up the questionnaire, this is how it looks. We select the answer and submit the same. We can also save it as a draft to check it again, or we can cancel it. Once we submit the answers or complete the survey, we get a thank you message as well. Since we have marked the employee job satisfaction survey for multiple time participation, employees can take it more than one time. Now we will take you through the different sections of the surveys and details. As we see ongoing surveys, it lists the surveys that are currently on. Completed surveys list the surveys that have been completed. Drafted surveys will take you to the list of the surveys that are in the drafted stage right now and have not been submitted for publishing. Pending published surveys takes you the list of the surveys that are still pending to be published. My incomplete survey will show the list of the surveys that have been taken up, however, have not been submitted. My published surveys will take to the list of the surveys that we have published already. And all surveys will take and show the list of the surveys that are in different stages as shown: draft, ongoing, completed, or pending. We can edit from here, and the people with relevant access or rights can see the results as well. Similarly, in polls also we have a section from where we can have a look at the detailed results and analysis. If we click on Edit for any poll and we click on the View Results tab, it will take us to the analyzed report in the form of different graphical presentations. Here we can see it in the form of a pie chart, which is giving information in terms of percentage of people, material, or the survey, the way it was taken. We can also have results published in different formats, as we can see here. We can see the answers from users, or we can see the answers from contacts. We can also see different kind of reports like survey reports, polls reports, and that's how the reports will be visible. We can see what are the surveys that have been taken. We can see the dates. We can see various kind of reports like survey reports, poll reports. We can see the dates or the periods in which the polls or surveys were taken. We can go and directly show the results from here. We can have a list of the reports related to the survey or a poll. We can also have a look at the dashboard directly from here, which can be related to survey by employee, survey by status, maybe polls by employees or status, and we can have the details relevant to the same as visible here. We can also have a look in the different formats as we can see listed here. So these are the dashboards and reports that we can have a look in our polls and survey management system. This marks the completion of the polls and survey management system. We will take you through the deployment options now. That was polls and survey management solution. We have flexible delivery and deployment options. We can deploy on your premise. We can deliver and deploy also on cloud via Microsoft Azure. We have a hybrid model available as well. For further details, contact me. Thank you.